Again, I will ask one more time. Does anybody have any questions?
Not at the moment. I'm sure I'll think of one immediately after we start.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's kind of how it goes.
Okay. Uh, just to clarify, everybody has now been brought back to the main hall except for Elliot at this point, and the fairy.
I'm just vibing.
Yeah, Elliot's just vibing.
And
With that said,
I'm panicking vibing.
with that said, Jamie, I have a question for you. Are you
Mhm.
ready? Are you recording
Yeah,
already?
I'm already.
Okay, cool. Time for a character recap. A lone child sits in a bed. The colors are beautiful. He shifts them left, shifts them right, shifts them side to side, up, down, and another line is made, another pattern figured. A few beds down sits a single woman, legs crushed. She is busily working into some kind of notebook. It looks like a series of records. The room goes dark. The child looks up. And you hear a singular voice. Hello there. Meredith, was it? Meredith looks up. A white skull stands above her, smiling. Cane in his hand, and a raven looking down, twitching ever so often, its head turning, watching her. She cannot speak. She tries, but the words won't come out. Is it fear? Is it magic? Who can say? You've been very busy. Are those my biography notes? I I I see. Such a shame. The white skull looks up, as the raven does as well to the boy. It is unfortunate that you turned out to be a useless experiment. A shame. I suppose I'll have to do something with the both of you. I can't have you, well, looking into what I am and possibly figuring out my most valuable secret, can I? Oh, I already know your most valuable secret. I just want to know, where did you learn how to do curses? Who's there? I'm gonna need you to leave, sir. I was told that if I can do something to help, then I should be doing something to help. And she was right. Ah, the traveler. I've been looking for. Save it, buddy. We're taking this outside. And that's the end of the character perspective.
Last time he said that, didn't he get like his ass beat?
Yes.
No, he won.
He did get his ass
win.
beat, though.
He did get his ass beat, but he did win.
He was
I
not
mean-
beaten.
No, this is Alec, isn't it?
Yes.
He got his fucking ass beat by the one woman.
Yes,
Yeah.
but he won.
How?
He didn't die.
That's not winning.
It's victory.
No, he did win. You guys never You guys never saw her
No,
again, right?
You're right. What? Yeah, we did. She brought him back in and tossed him on the ground.
What?
When we forgot to tell her about the time
No.
traveler.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
No, that was the last
Yes,
time
yes,
he said,
yes,
"Let's take
yes,
this outside."
Yeah, Alec did say that to whatchamacallit.
Lucia?
The last Lucy.
Yes, the collection.
Yeah,
of too
and he
many
got
Lucy's.
his ass beat. Yes, you're absolutely right. I forgot about that.
And I also say, I completely forgot about that child.
Rip that child.
Poor thing. Anyways, back to the murder mystery. So everybody is downstairs. I'll go through the list of people just in case you guys forget. There's Alan, the human and the sole inheritor of this grand mansion. Top, the Dragonborn, looks more like the Eastern dragons and seems to be a performer of something. Ina, the half-elf, crazy murderous bitch that, well, not murderous, she didn't kill anybody, torturous bitch.
Which
Rap
is
art?
better for reasons.
Yes, Rap Art, the gnome. He's a bit of a jerk, but hasn't seemed to do much. Seems to be some kind of insurance agent. Tarag, the Minotaur. Big guy, but he's here as a debt collector. Ron, the half-orc. Seems to be a witness or a notary for the will. And a singular dead kobold. Well, you may all begin continue your investigation. The last thing that happened was that Tarag gave a testimony that changed things on its head a little bit. He had seen the butler, but the last time he saw the butler, when he initially thought the butler was dead, well, there was not this immense amount of blood.
Yeah, he found the body, and there wasn't a bunch of blood.
Yeah, and
Right.
And instead of telling anybody, he immediately ran to go check out his room.
Like an asshole.
Like an asshole.
And he's a debt collector.
So he's an asshole.
He is a debt collector.
And an asshole.
Right,
Um,
and also his room was like covered in blood, but it wasn't when he first went. Oh wait, no, it was when he was in there.
No. When he first went in there, the reason why the thing that was shocking about it. Oh yes, I'm sorry. Ina was the one that did not see the blood. He did not. He saw the blood on the walls,
Okay.
but he did not seem when you walked in with him. He did not seem surprised.
Yeah, and he said as much.
All right, so anything anything
Where's
anybody
the
would like to
recap
ask
stuff?
or do?
I can't find that. Where is that?
It's in Shiranarin Campfire 1.
Okay.
I think I would be heading downstairs since I just learned of the bad things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the thing that's going on upstairs.
All right. So, should I do this right? Yes, I did. Okay, good. Good. Uh, boop, boop. Okay. Now, what would anybody like to ask or do? Let's start with Fayette.
we could
Oh
start
my
with
goodness,
somebody else.
Tom!
I mean, you rolled the
No,
highest initiative.
you're on. You have the top of the turn order.
Damn it! I'm still trying to get back into the mindset.
I understand. Take a minute, take a breather. Read what you need to.
No, I read it. I just can't remember where in the conversation we left off on. I think, did we talk in character about going through the other door?
No, you hadn't talked in character.
Okay. Honestly, I think what Fayette would bring up first is I believe it best for us to regroup. We should find Elliot and try to gather him and whoever this mysterious eighth person is. Perhaps they have another account of what transpired that might change everything.
That's a good idea to me.
It's me, Elliot, coming down the stairs. It's
Okay. And is that all you can think of to do right now, Fayette?
I'm trying to think how Fayette, because she didn't let anyone else leave, right? Like the rest of the people are in one place still, correct?
Yes. Alan, Ina never left the room, as well
Mhm.
as Ron and Top. They have not left the room.
Okay.
Tarog, Rapart, and Willow have all left the room. And
When, or did they come back?
Yeah, they came back.
Okay.
Barag left to go with Kestra to go investigate the room, and he seemed to be trying to like exonerate himself because there's no way he would have ever known what the room looked like if he looked
did this for
surprised.
him.
Failed step one.
Yeah, he failed step one, but that wasn't his fault.
Unless it was.
Sorry, fun thing. So it was for the surprise party for Marissa. They videotaped her reaction.
Hell yeah.
She literally fell on the ground.
Nice.
Oh,
Who?
that's good.
Sorry.
And then Rapart went down into the basement to go do to show his thing.
Okay. I think the first thing that Fayette would do to go about this plan of find Elliot and missing person is she'll take care of the first step by shouting Elliot's name as loud as she can in the most commanding voice she can.
All right, go ahead
Yeah,
and
no,
roll
it's
an intimidation for me. Go ahead and let me hear what it sounds like. Shut up!
Elliot! Just very, Elliot! Just very loud bark, basically barking it like a command.
You already said I was coming downstairs.
I know. Fayette does it. And it's like, it is her military voice as if she was shouting commands, across a training field.
Hey, I need everybody who, if you feel like this would have been a surprise for you, roll a wisdom save. And I'm gonna roll a series of checks from the other people.
I'm just gonna assume.
Okay. Oh no, Jinx.
I mean, Jinx did write it in jumps.
I doomed to myself.
The dice giveth what you say.
Yeah, I did say I assume I fail, so.
I remember when I played Amon, I would roll exactly what I would say.
Oh,
Do you remember
All the time.
All the
remember
time.
the DM would tell me to roll something and I'm like, no, she fails this. And he's like, you gotta roll anyway. And then I'd roll a nat 1 and I'd be like, yeah.
She
I
failed.
I fail it. I said, I fail it.
Fail it, bitch.
Roll an insight to see if you can tell that
No, she fails.
that Jalen's lying, or not Jalen, Kaylin's lying. No, she doesn't know. Roll an insight. Okay, nat 1. She doesn't know.
I never get DMs who are anti you saying you fail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy was
Like-
particularly weird about really weird shit too. So.
I get no, you can't just say you succeeded.
Mhm.
But anyway,
yeah, say I personally believe it. A player at any point can say that they fail.
you want to fail.
All right.
Anyway, I succeeded. I'm not as surprised by this. I just am confused as to why it's happening.
The ones that jump. Let me go down the list. Ana fails.
Good.
Alan passes. Top Racks. Actually, no, it's not Top Racks, is it? Hold on, let me check the. Yes, it is Top Racks. I apologize. Toprax fails and just like jumps, and a bunch of stuff comes out of her like clothing, and it all looks like they look like to be some kind of circular, small little objects, and she starts hurriedly picking them up. I need everybody to roll a perception for me. At least the who's in the room.
Which is everyone.
I said
Elliot's not
Elliot.
here yet.
Yeah, I
Right,
would
right.
probably be at the top of the stairs still.
Do you want me
Sound
to
your
roll perception even though I failed? I'd probably be too scared to do it, or what?
Okay, no, that's fine. If you think you wouldn't be able to catch it, that's fine.
No, I'd be too busy.
No,
like,
roll
running.
anyways.
You have to. We just
No.
had this conversation.
No, I don't want to.
You can't make me.
It forced me to see.
Yeah, especially
She
Kestra.
definitely has her eyes closed, her hands over her ears, everything.
Look what you did, Fayette.
Yeah, I don't think anybody sees what they are per se, but they do seem to be like white little, maybe cotton balls of some sort. They don't make much noise when they fell. So it's definitely a lot like metal or wood or something like that. She begins hurriedly like stuffing them back into her coat.
What are those?
Nothing. Sorry.
Actually, we should search everybody.
That is not a bad idea, but we should do that once Elliot gets here. I think she like looks over at Jinx and she's, "Are you okay?"
Fine, just not used to people yelling.
I apologize.
Yeah. Fatty Daddy was not a yeller, he was a growler.
Growling's okay, you can growl. Wait.
No.
I'm not continuing that conversation.
Growling is on the table, says Jinx.
Let's go.
Rapart jumps and says something in Gnomish. Tirag jumps as well. And it takes a slight stumble back and then falls on his ass.
This is so funny.
He rolled a 1.
Hey, like me.
This is honestly kind of funny from just a shout.
And Ron seems to be as placid as ever. In fact, Ron has been the most, I guess, calm throughout all this.
Is Ron the heir?
It's the half orc.
The
She's
half.
the witness.
Yeah, Ron is the one that
witness.
was trying to get to the will.
Right.
And Elliot, you know, Willow screeches and like hides behind you, even though you're not exactly, you know.
I mean, I'm bigger than her.
Yes.
That's just Fayette.
Nope.
It's all right.
Yeah, she doesn't know like where the screech and the shout actually came from, so you know. She doesn't know which position to hide from, but she just goes to your back.
Mm-hmm.
And the kobold does nothing.
Is dead.
The kobold leaps to his feet, alive.
And then dies again.
That'd have been something if he did leap to his feet, though.
My screams can bring back the dead.
She wakes the dead. All right, so
Reverse banshee.
Elliot, you are now coming down the stairs with the fairy behind you, hiding.
You called?
Where have you been?
Upstairs. I actually need to speak to you and the others in our party in private, if that's possible.
I mean, Fayette has no problems. She would just turn and tell the people who are there, uh, no one leave. Everyone stay here and together.
Couple people nod.
Once our party is gathered, Elliot is going to kind of whisper, um,
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm trying to move you guys to the proper map.
something has gotten into the tower.
How so?
The hole in the outside upstairs. It seemed to distress Max.
You should stress what, sorry?
Max, the the taker.
Oh, yes. Butler. Right. Wait,
I
no,
would,
who's Max?
The
Max is
caretaker.
the red tiefling.
The caretaker
Oh,
of the tower.
that. Okay, now I remember. Yeah. Right, for the tower. Sorry, I
Mhm.
was in the scenario mode. Yeah.
No, that's fair. Um,
Hey, Chris, real quick.
Mhm.
Is it possible to be able to see through my pets, but hear through my normal person? Like split
yes,
my senses?
it's
No,
No. I'm pretty
no,
sure you
because
choose
Aside-
one or the
the
other.
familiar when you like warg or whatever you do to like connect your senses to the familiar, you lose your sense of sight and sound and take over for the familiar. Like you are able to hear and see whatever the familiar does. But
I
however,
thought you
you
had to
can
choose
feel.
one.
No, that's for clairvoyance. Clairvoyance.
Everyone's clairaudience, yeah.
Clairvoyance is the one where you have to have the seeing horn, the crystal ball, or I forget what it is, but you have to choose one or the other at any given time.
Okay.
For a familiar, you can when you do the whole sensing thing through them, you get their sight and sound. What I usually do is have someone holding my hand during that time because it does not take your sense of touch.
Okay.
So any urgency that happens, person like shakes my hand or whatever.
Okay. Well, I think I would still leave Nightwind inside with everybody,
Mm-hmm.
just to be sure.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna listen in? Is Nightwind listening in on the conversation?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get to that shortly after you guys are done talking. I'll make Elliot's turn the like talking and planning phase on what to do. If that's okay with you, Elliot.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, it's like, there's something in here.
Yeah. Any details?
It's broke in from the literal outside, it seems. And Max wasn't sure how that happens, but we have to dispose of it, apparently.
And no idea what it is.
No.
Alright, so we have another possible culprit.
Okay, it's possible that none of them killed him.
Yes. And then can I just say I get Elliot updated on, the progress so far?
Yeah, I also update on information about bloody knives.
Okay. Do you tell us about the fairy?
Yes, I. Where is the fairy right now?
Hiding behind you.
This is I, Alex, have forgotten her name, and the week
Willow
Willow.
Orange Fig.
This is Willow. She showed me the knives.
She peeks her head above above his shoulder. Hi.
Hello, Willow. Are you the 8th guest?
I'm not a guest. I live here.
But yes, she is the 8th person.
I see. Can you please give us your account from dinner until the body was discovered?
Which time?
The second time it was discovered.
Well, I don't like hanging out with people, so I can't say much on what happened and when. But I saw when the Minotaur went downstairs and brought Butler's key up. Can't believe Butler's dead. He was really old. And oh, I do remember something. So when all the guests first got here, this was way long time ago. This was even before dinner. This might be more important than whatever I saw during dinner. That lady, big green lady.
Yes.
That's.
I don't know her name, but she went into everybody's room. I don't think she took anything, but she did go in everybody's room. But here's the weirdest thing. Everybody, you guys keep saying 8. Why do you guys keep saying 8?
How many are there?
There's supposed to only be 5 people coming.
Who are the 5 that are supposed to be here?
I don't know, but I know that there was 5 people coming. That's what Butler was setting up for. There were 5 rooms that were made up.
Okay. We say 8. 2 of them already lived here, so that leaves 6 guests. So only 1 extra, right? Because when we say 8, we are counting the Sprite and
Yes,
Kobold.
yes.
Okay.
She's confused as to why you guys are saying 8 because you guys keep saying 8 guests.
No, that is fair. I just wanted to make sure we are
Yes,
all on the same
but
page.
you
that
are
we're
all yes.
only 1 extra, not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Elliot will make that clarification.
Oh, well then 7, I guess. There's supposed to be 7 people here.
Yeah. Well,
I know Alan and Ina. I don't know the other 3 really. 4? 4. The other 4. And when she said that, it didn't seem like she was trying to be evasive or anything. She does look like she's a bit of an airhead.
As pixies are wont to be.
Mm-hmm. I mostly stay outside. You know, that's my garden. And she points over in the direction of the garden maze.
It's very nice.
Thank you. I did it myself. But as to what I saw during dinner, well, Butler left a lot, but that's normal. And she seems to actually like be sitting there. It just sits on Elliot's shoulder and seems to be sitting there thinking. I saw the elf lady leave. A few times. The big green one was in the kitchen, I think, most of the time. The gold dragon was in the room most of the time.
The room being their room or the dining room?
The dinner room.
Okay.
And Terog was in the room. Yeah, he was in the room. And she looks like she's done.
What about the gnome?
Tilts her head to the side for a second. I don't remember seeing him that much.
At all.
I was caught up. So did you send in for him to come in for water damage? Was that because that was either her or the butler, right?
It was
Yeah, it was
Butler. Butler
yeah.
said.
Butler
He said
sent it.
Butler asked. And it
okay,
was
but
also
Butler
Butler.
doesn't speak common.
Yeah.
So how did Butler ask?
She just kind of shrugs her shoulders. I'm sorry, I don't know.
I'm sorry, that wasn't a question specifically for you. That was a more a group thought.
I mean, magic? Butler was a magician, mage, wizard. I don't know. He did magic.
Nobody's mentioned this before.
Did he use his magic to buttle?
Yeah, all the time. He uses his magic to clean stuff all the time. Which is weird because this place looks kind of dirty.
Have you seen him clean and then it end up dirty again?
I mean, yeah. Place is old, gets dusty.
Quickly dirty, that is.
No? He's good at his job. The master of the house and Alan really appreciated him. I didn't really speak much to Alan. He was always kind of he gets angry easily, but he's a nice guy. But yeah, I saw Alan and Nina at the party. I saw the green lady in the kitchen, and I saw the Minotaur and the dragon, but I didn't much see the gnome. It's not that I can't remember. I don't remember seeing him at all.
I suppose it's time to ask him.
All right. With that being said and done, Jinx.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Ellie.
I just wanted to make sure that got addressed. Jinx's thing. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna gonna go through next.
Yes.
So Jinx, do you delve or do you
I would stay in night
in the
mode.
com?
I would probably, I'd probably go back and forth.
Okay. Given that you're going back and forth, I won't go into the specifics of the conversation, but go ahead and give me an investigation and an insight check with you, not with the...
Investigation, insight check.
Mm-hmm. Both of those.
Investigation.
All right.
Well, that's 2 natural ones. An insight check.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wow.
Boy, you have no idea what's going on, but you know what's going on.
You know how they feel about it.
It's just like I didn't pay attention, but for some reason everything is connecting.
So yeah, that's what I'll do. So your investigation, you're listening to them talk, and they don't seem to be giving anything away or saying anything that you can put any clues together. But after hearing all the information that you guys have found so far, there's one thing that has struck you on the head, that something has not been done. When you found the body, Toprax and Rapart have an alibi. Alan and Nina have a quote-unquote alibi. Tarog's location makes sense, but you haven't heard anything from Ron.
Okay.
Ron's place in the finding of the body means it has been strangely left out.
I gotta say, this keeps throwing me off because Ron's my boss. I'm like, what? I'm like, Ron.
Ron's the killer.
I can't believe Ron killed the guy.
Ron jumped
Ron's-
into your D&D game.
Ron's too apathetic to kill anyone.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But it is throwing me off so hard.
I just thought about you trying to explain this to Ron and him being just like, "What the fuck's a kobold?"
Apparently, he used to play D&D.
Ron's
Honestly,
doing a
that's not
D&D
that surprising.
Mm.
I'm sorry, continue. We have not gotten Ron's alibi.
Yep, that's it. That's all you get from that, like,
That odd roll.
yeah, that roll. That's your clue.
You-
So, what would you like to do? Anything you'd like to input or anything like that?
I relay my thought process to the group.
What about Rondo?
How do you know about
Okay, so we need where Ron was when the body was found. And we need to know where the gnome, oh, I forget his name, was.
The gnome. Right? It was the gnome.
The gnome, yes. Rapard.
Yeah, the gnome. Yeah. Okay, Rappert, yeah. Yeah, so we need to know where Rappert was during dinner, and we need to know where Ron was when the body was.
Avalon, do you have anything to add? You've been quiet.
Oh, I also wave to the fairy, and I say in Sylvan, "Hi, little one."
She comes over to you, and you hear you two, everybody else who doesn't know Sylvan, hears chiming happening between Jinx and Willow as they begin conversing about, well,
Who knows what?
she said she wants to talk about flowers with you.
I'm okay with that.
So, I believe.
Yeah, Avalon's kind of been staying there, like looking at the ground, thinking, and like listening to what everyone's trying to say.
I do ask Willow how many flowers are in her garden,
863.
and the number and the color coordination, or like which are orange, which are red, which are blue, and whatnot.
Like, what's the significance behind it?
Well, yeah, that, and yeah, just yeah.
Significance the significance is actually the pattern of the colors don't mean anything. It's just she likes the color orange a lot, so she has made it every 3 colors is orange.
Okay.
So if there's 863, that means it's uneven.
Yes, it did. Yes, it does. Where is she from?
Yep. That makes sense to
But
me.
it's supposed to be even because it's a mirror. How could you do this?
There has to be one at the entrance. You know?
There's just a
No.
single flower out
If
of
you
place.
think about it, it makes perfect sense. There's exactly one dead center.
I hate it. But Elliot doesn't know this information, so he cannot be distressed. So it's fine.
I'm just smiling and like nodding my head back and forth.
But Avalon doesn't answer Fayette.
I've been trying to answer.
Go ahead. I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Sorry.
It's okay. She's been kind of quietly standing there thinking, and like every now and then she's like kind of like moving like one hand and the other hand, and like being like thinking to herself, almost like muttering to herself. And when you say that to her, she kind of like looks up to you like, oh, right, there's other people here.
Yes, Dana's with your presence.
I've been thinking about how the maze worked. how it was completely mirrored, and the puzzle from the last room, what Max said about clues from previous rooms from the other room. You only come in one door. There was another door. We haven't looked to see if it leads here or somewhere else.
That is a good point.
So maybe two of us go check and the others stay here, and if we don't walk in,
Off.
I'm just curious to see if this is the right idea or not.
No, I think it would be a very good idea to check on it.
Will not hurt.
The worst thing that happens is you walk through the door into the room. So like,
I think I would personally like to go, but I think someone with a familiar should also come so they can leave the familiar here.
all right. I will come with you if you'd like. Why don't that you could put question Ron some, and
Yeah, she's.
I will.
Now that it's been brought up, she has been avoiding questions of where she's been doing and has been focusing the conversation on other people.
I can leave Aurelian with you, Pat, if that's all right.
As you wish.
The bird kind of sits on your shoulders.
She
Poot.
doesn't seem to pay it any mind.
Poot. I just imagine like the deepest hoot. Hoot.
He will let you know if we are in distress.
Understood. Both of you be careful. Do not separate.
Of course not.
Okay. So, Jinx, do you have anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay. Avila, I assume you want to go through the other door?
Yes.
How would you like to go in? Or out? Or whatever?
Well,
We should make sure we exit the door
they
we
leave
came
the
in.
same door. Yeah, leave the same door that we came in. Go to the other side, and she's going to check for traps on the door
Okay.
because it's not being opened for them.
Okay.
What is
We
that?
might want to knock. It would be polite.
Yeah. She's gonna use her mage hand to try to check for traps and all that.
Okay.
Is that an investigation?
No, it's actually perception to check for traps. It's investigation to learn what the trap is or does.
Got it.
So, you come outside, it's still pouring rain, but not nearly as bad as to what happened in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Just looks like a stormy night. You go around and you stand how far away from the door?
I'll stand 15 feet back.
Okay. And you stand 15 feet away from the door, and you begin rubbing your mage hand through around the door and everything like that. And how I like to flavor this type of mage hand, since it's like a arcane trickster's mage hand,
Mm-hmm.
you still need to do like verbal and somatic components about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine like you're using your hand
To move the hand.
to
Yeah.
to move the hand itself. So like you're doing the actions with your hand, but uh the mage hand itself is doing it for you.
Mhm.
And so you rub your hands along the door and everything like that. Doesn't seem to feel for any traps or anything like that. You try the door handle. Do you try to open the door, or you just try to
Yeah.
you just checking the door for
Yep.
anything around it or
I'm
anything
not
like
trying
that?
to open the door. No.
Yep. Okay. You like rub along the door handle. Doesn't seem to be anything odd along the door frame. Don't feel anything. The seams, however, are oddly like tight.
Like
Like
waterproof?
yeah, as if it was waterproof.
Was it like it on the other door?
You when you go to check, not as well. It is. It seems like the left door seems a bit newer.
Okay.
That's what you gather from that.
Okay. And then I'll take Elliot's advice and use the mage hand to knock on the door.
All right. You knock on the door. Nobody hears anything inside.
No response, no answer, no one comes to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Wait with bated breath, staring at a door that won't open.
Mm-hmm. I kind of look at Elliot before trying to open the door.
So you attempt to turn the door handle. It seems to be locked.
Okay.
That being said, it doesn't seem to be like. Nothing seems to be. It seems to be your ordinary standard, like, lock.
I will not inform Fayette if you choose to use whatever means necessary to
She's
open
like
the door.
already pulling out her lock tools, and she like looks over and goes, "Oh yeah, I guess she would not be okay with this."
Ain't no
And
narc.
kind of shrugs and like walks towards the door to go unlock it.
I understand. Snitches get stitches.
It's not quite
Alright.
the vibe he was going for, but yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, give me a thieves' tools check. All right. So easy enough. This seems to be a standard lock. Nothing too different or odd.
Mm-hmm.
And you open the door.
Yep.
You open the door, and there seems to be this clear. Okay, it's the best way to put it is that
Liquid?
since it's raining out, the rain seems to be hitting against this shield. It's not exactly shimmering. It seems to be this clear, just solid wall. But when the water hits the wall, it like slides down, and you can clearly see the water like falling off of it.
This is it similar to what I saw upstairs, or is this
It's
completely
similar.
different?
It's similar, but it's not exact. It's not anywhere close as like intricate.
When we go back to the other side, you should look at the room that I saw. It's interesting. Magically. This is also interesting magically.
It looks like a standard abjuration spell. If you were to just
Yeah.
like with Elliot's passive arcana and even yours, you guys could tell it just looks like a shield spell, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
This shouldn't harm us, though. It might not let us in.
It's still good to be cautious, and I'm gonna try to push the mage hand through the shield.
It goes through.
Nothing happens when it goes past it.
Nope. You can see the mage hand on the other side.
Okay. We'll stand up and walk through it then.
All right, as you walk through, you feel like a tiny bit of resistance, as if like you hit a gust of air,
Mm-hmm.
and then but it's not it's not even extra force to actually walk through. It just slows you down ever so slightly. And as you step in, there is an empty foyer. Foyer. Everybody else, you guys continue to see nothing. There's just a closed door. Everybody's standing around waiting for, the next move.
I'll go back myself.
Elliot, as she steps through, you see nothing. You only see an empty foyer.
I think he will take a deep breath and follow.
Same thing. Slight bit of resistance, and you walk in and you see Avila standing there, but no one else.
Right. Do you want
After hold on. After about 5 or 10 seconds after you guys have both walked in, you hear a voice. It's Tarag. So, Captain, what's next? And Fayette, you can answer if you like.
There are 2 accounts that are missing. I would like to conduct interviews with Ron and who's the other person? Rapper?
Repar.
Rappart.
Okay, continue. We're gonna go to the next person, Kestra. And Fayette. I suppose you guys are here at the same time, so you guys can do your interview if you like. Kestra, go ahead, take the floor.
All right. So it has come to our attention that we do not know where everyone was exactly during dinner. Specifically, we are looking for the account of Rampart. That. So, gestures to the small one.
Just kind of stands there. I was at dinner. Oh, hold on. I was at dinner.
You could go back. That was fine.
We would like to get your full account of this evening's events.
Well, how far back would you like me to go?
Start right before dinner and up until everyone gathered here with the body.
Well, right before dinner, I think I was writing up the insurance claim records. I have to report back to headquarters about all that. Then the dinner bell rang. Came down the stairs, went to dinner, talked to a few of the guests. Left.
Enter your room before dinner. Sorry.
Did anyone enter my room? Oh, I guess the butler. That was before then, like way before then.
Nobody else at all?
Not that I know of.
Continue.
He looks now a little nervous, as if he like screwed up something at some point. I had to use the privy a few times during dinner.
A few times.
I like my drink, but I'm small. Small bladder.
Really ridiculous. Um. Okay. Well, then we'll have to ask everybody else if you left a particularly large number of times. Then, yes.
Did we take him aside? Because I thought you just started quizzing him in front of
No,
everybody.
I assumed we moved him
Okay,
aside.
which is it?
Aside. Sorry.
Aside? Alright, well then. Yeah, aside.
That was the idea. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I declared intent before, but he put that. Took him aside. Yeah. Does that change anything for you, Alicia?
Not really.
Alicia?
It just
No.
determines whether or not people. Oh, Alicia, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Fayette. Fayette had figured we would take him aside for this questioning.
Yes. Yeah. I think we are doing that. Yes.
I had assumed you guys were doing it in front of people,
Well, we're not.
but you're not, so everything is fine. Where was I? The account. Oh yeah, he went to the privy a few times during dinner. Afterwards, I went up to my room. I think a little time later, Top came and started talking about stuff. Yeah, you know, stuff.
Elaborate.
Top sighs and says, "We're talking about fireworks."
Top isn't here though.
Oh, that's right. I apologize. Rapart just kind of says, "We're talking about her fire explosions." It's a very small bit of technology that gnomes have discovered, but she needed some advice. Gave her some advice.
Right.
At least books to look at.
And after you've spoken about explosives,
He left. Then a few minutes later, she screamed. Came downstairs to see.
I don't have any further questions at the moment.
Alright.
What did Rappert say that he was here for?
Insurance claims.
Were you invited here?
Me personally? No.
You were not supposed to come.
No, not like that. It wasn't me personally, it was just a representative of the company.
So they were expecting at least someone from your company to be here.
Yeah.
And your room was made up for you when you got here?
And yeah.
Alright.
I
Was there
see.
anyone that didn't seem expected?
I mean, yes.
Ew.
Like the go on messenger gesture, like, okay, yeah.
So I got the call to come out about 4 or 5 days ago. Easy for me to get here. Teleportation circle, close town over. No big deal. But I was supposed to be there by, well, 3 days ago. The weird thing is that um half orc, he's been here for a while now, if I understand it.
What?
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I'm not even here for the whole will thing, so
Hey, I got
Castor,
that.
do you have any further questions?
Nope, none.
Thank you for your participation. You are
I
free to join the others.
all right. Am I a suspect? It feels like I'm a
Everyone,
suspect.
everyone is a suspect.
I mean, are you a suspect?
We weren't here when it happened.
Well
It is
then you
unlikely.
well then I guess that's not everyone. And she
Everyone who
and
was here.
he just kind of skips away.
Hey, doke.
I believe Ron is next. Also, what's Trix doing?
What?
What? Sorry, I said Trix. I meant Jen.
Yeah.
You did this. What
Trix,
is
what are you
Trix
doing?
doing?
I'd probably wander over to the other side to see if Avila and Elliot came through the door, or see if they're outside the door.
They are not.
And then I would try to use Nightwind to telepathically send Avila a message like, "Are you two coming around the house to go through the door?"
You
He
good?
does not connect.
She?
Or she. No, he. Nightwind.
Nightwind's gender fluid.
Oh, okay.
Um,
They do not connect.
um,
Night one's gender's unicorn.
I
Okay, sorry.
Valid.
and Nightwind knows that it doesn't go through, right? Or is it just like I try, I don't get a response at all?
Yep. Yeah, he doesn't notices that he doesn't get a response.
And I send Fiat a telepathic message as well as Kestra. I tried to send a message to Avila, and I got no response.
Can we respond telepathically?
Yes, I think. Telepathy.
Alarm
I
clock.
don't know. I will look this up. I actually don't think you can. So I think both creatures need to have telepathy.
Probably not
It
then.
says specifically in the thing, essentially.
The
So
ability.
like Quinn's, yes, because it specifically says. I know that's not helpful here. I'm just it's each one is different.
Yeah.
I kind of turn and give Fiona a questioning look as well, because I guess I would know if they can't say anything back to me or to Nightwind in this case.
Fayette doesn't seem worried, but I also feel like Fayette's very hard to read. So she might just look her normal stoic.
Ed is having a panic attack, and you couldn't tell.
They have dreams
I
internally.
think you could. It just would be not what you would expect.
Okay. Yes. Yes, they can. Yes, it's a one way, but you can't start or end the conversation.
So they-
Basically, you can't open or close the link. But once the link is formed, you could say whatever. And then they can hang up on you whenever they like.
Imagine like having a phone that you had to answer and could not say no to
Exactly.
in
so
your
it's
head.
like-
And you could not hang up.
I'm now imagining a warlock with this who their only job is to do like the telemarketer calls. They just
Hi.
stand out in the street and do telemarketer calls to people they see.
My evil warlock did that with Dream.
Oh my god! If my dreams were infected by a warlock with telemarketing, I'd lose my goddamn shit.
It was more like I was the big bad guy who decided to reveal themselves to us, and I was like, I have access to Dream. I'm gonna call every night.
Hey bud, how you doing?
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm gonna see if at any point in time this 5d8 actually kills him. Mostly because my warlock was a Warforged warlock, and so didn't sleep. So if he didn't take any damage for the day, he would just stay up. Of course, this was back before when Warforged didn't take, exhaustion. Now
Back
they
when
do.
Warforged were too powerful and now they're not fun.
Yeah.
The balance was not struck. Anyway,
All right. Next up, Fayette, you wanted to talk to Ron.
Yeah, but we can jump over to Avalon and them if you want.
Avila. You keep saying Avalon. I'm like, oh, we're going to the mythical land.
Okay, sure. Elliot, Avila.
So we can hear across the border is what you implied, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm holding a conversation with Willow the whole time, trying to be semi-act normal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not distressed, you're distressed.
My answer to her is I'm giving them an hour before I worry.
An hour, jeez.
She doesn't know exactly what you're doing.
Fair enough.
It is a fucking mansion, so.
Yeah. She also trusts you both.
Specifically, you
least-
two.
Yeah, to at least take your time dying.
And not like running into it head first.
You two are the smartest of the group. All right, so Avila, Elliot, since we have two different parties at this point, I'll just split. We'll ignore for initiative for now, and we'll decide. We'll go down the list of what the people are doing in each party. So Avila, Elliot, what would you guys like to do?
Do we want to look for clues? Is that what we do here?
Well, we can hear them across the border, so it's in the same area, but not. It's like a demi-plane?
Uh, I don't know if it could be a demi-plane because that would technically be a demi-plane within a demi-plane, and that's the logistics of that gets complicated.
Well, it is the
But
tower.
Going into the astral sea is complicated. Okay.
She just kind of shrugs and goes, well, we're in the tower. It's supposed to be pretty weird.
I suppose it is possible that that would be something Vinland was able to have figured out. But yes, I think it's one way they can't hear us likely. And I assume this is true because no one responds to the fact that we are talking
Yeah, that's true.
in this
On the other
world.
side, yeah,
Yeah.
no.
I feel like at least one of them would be dumb enough to say something.
What is that noise?
E.
So, go ahead, both of you, and give me a perception roll first.
Perceive.
Okay, so Avila, first thing you notice is that everything isn't necessarily mirrored like you were expecting. It's more like it's just flipped. So it does look like a mirror, but like everything is in its proper place. It's just flipped. So like the chandelier, if it had one decoration on one side, now it has it on the other side.
So it's
Or
flipped on the y-axis.
it's flipped more like for its particular objects, not for the mansion itself.
So
If you
it's not
understand,
flipped, it's backwards.
kinda.
Inside out.
So if you were to look at a painting, or here's the best way to put it. When you look at the statue is flipped, but the mansion's layout itself is exactly the same.
So it's on top. Okay, I see what you're saying. It is directly on top, but the insides are flipped.
Mm-hmm.
Structure not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the structure is not flipped. The items within the place are. So, and that is the first thing you see, Avila, when you walk in, is that the statue is like flipped, but the rest of the
Over
house.
here.
No. It's not that the statue has moved its location from the map. It's more that the statue itself is reversed. So you see how the left hand is extended, now it's the right hand.
Okay, so they're in the same position, they're just rotated.
That's the best way to put it. So like if you look at the bench, there was a nick on the bench, it would be on the right side, but the wall itself, the structure of the mansion itself is exactly as it is.
So yes, it is flipped on the y-axis, just Not the whole building,
Yeah,
but the objects. Okay.
yeah. Okay, so Elliot, on the other hand, one of the first things that catches your eye is the I know it's gonna seem obvious, and Avila, it's not that you missed it; it's kind of that it registered for you as being part of the scenery.
Mm-hmm.
The kobold is there,
Uh,
and the kobold is also reversed.
there's another corpse, or the same corpse.
It looks like the same corpse. The thing that's different about this one, there. What did I put? Oh wait, never mind. I can't reveal that yet. Oh, I jumped ahead.
You know, the funny thing is that when I walked into the room, my mind immediately was like, okay, is the corpse there? And then you said empty room, so I was like, okay, it's not.
Yeah.
That's how it
I
goes
mean,
sometimes.
when I told you when you saw an empty foyer, you were looking directly. But I needed to describe the room for you guys for your turn. That being
Yeah.
said, you guys now have the floor for anything you would like to do with the corpse or anything like that.
I would like to investigate the corpse.
All right. So something I've been neglecting to do is say you guys don't have to roll 2. You guys could do the help action stuff
Mm-hmm.
to roll.
My investigation is +10. What's yours?
+6. So I guess I'll help.
Okay. My investigation doesn't matter shit if I rolled 5 is my highest. Yeet.
So Elliot, you go about looking for the things that are making sure like nothing is different about the corpse. The first
Making a
thing you
mental
notice,
image.
the first thing you notice is that while the strangle mark is there, now that the corpse is flipped, uh where it says where it's supposed to say I am no thief.
Did you mean to say I am the thief? Does it now
Or
say I am?
I am the thief. I apologize. I am a thief. Where it says I am a thief, now there is a puncture wound there.
Alright.
And a puncture
I
wound.
point that out.
Now on the other side, I am a thief is there. But
In Draconic. Which neither of us can
no,
read.
in Elvish.
Okay.
The puncture wound itself does not have any blood, which makes sense why you guys didn't find anything, because well, there was no blood. Since there was no blood, you guys didn't necessarily check that area.
Mm-hmm.
I can't actually reach out to my familiar like I was hoping.
No.
Okay, that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
that's fine. But
That was my thought of my train thought was like, oh yeah, if they can see through their familiar while we're going through the opposite thing, maybe we can like compare. But no.
It seems like this place, this area that you're in, is a completely different whatever. It's almost like the previous one, where you had no ability to
cross.
crossover with communications or anything like that.
Uh, we should check for a puncture wound when we return.
Does this look like a puncture wound from like a knife, an arrow,
Um,
a spear?
the best way to put it is that it looks to be some kind of uh it looks to be like some kind of stick or spear of some sort. Go ahead and roll a medicine check to get a little bit more to it.
Okay.
Like a poker from a fireplace.
That's a 9.
Yeah, the best way to put it is a poker from a fireplace or something of that nature. The problem that you're having is that you're not sure how deep it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But again, the big thing is that it does not like have any trail of blood or anything like that.
Is there blood in this scene?
Yes.
Okay, so that is not just the blood didn't cross over.
Mhm.
I is there anything else you want to check down here, or
Mm. Well, we should go through every room and check for differences. I've
Right.
only been down here, so you're gonna have to notice stuff upstairs because I have not been up there.
I will certainly try. I didn't go in every room.
Key. We're basically doing a walkthrough of the house, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get back to you guys in just a second. While you're at it, go ahead and both of you make an investigation check. Oh, fuck.
I see everything.
Holy shit.
Okay, I'll ask you guys. You guys want to resolve that first? You guys want to go to...
Yeah,
You guys want to
Totally
do your
fine.
questioning first?
totally fine.
What?
What they find?
Okay, let's do what they found.
All right. Let me pull up my notes.
I like
Oh.
imagining there's just like a note that says if Elliot rolls like a god.
No, well, I mean, yes, there is one. Not Elliot specifically, but if players roll like gods. First things first. You guys go through searching people's room. Everybody seems to have luggage. At least upstairs, except for Rap Art.
That does make sense in my mind. He wasn't expecting to stay.
Second thing you find, so you guys search through drawers and dressers and all sorts of things. We're gonna say this all took about 30 minutes to search through everything, which is probably about around the time Ron would be. They finished investigating Ron. You notice that Ron had mentioned that she was like a notary for the will. And she was used to this kind of thing. Find nothing in the house with Ron's like with Ron on ledgers or anything like that.
It's definitely something Elliot would notice.
Something wrong with this.
The last thing is actually you already found it because you specifically went to it, which was about the window.
That was what I was curious. Is there a hole on this side too? Does it look the same?
Yes, it does look exactly the same.
Okay. I
In
point
fact,
this out.
it's even more present.
So it probably broke through over here.
And then
Oh.
came through the other door.
I just mean it's more pronounced on this side than it was on the other. If it broke in here, it might have an easier time phasing between the two. That's kind of how Max gets around. He like phases, if that makes sense.
So, whatever broke through might be able to hear us.
I suppose it might. Doesn't look like particularly happy at that thought.
Yep.
The last thing that I will throw in that place of the window, since you rolled a 30, in the butler's room, Elliot and Avila, you guys hadn't seen the butler's room before, and so you were basically going off of Kestra and Tarog's word, which isn't that,
Yeah.
which isn't bad, but something isn't necessarily adding all the way up. They said that there was blood on the walls, and there is. It didn't make sense that there was a bunch of like knife scars or anything like that on the body. But now that now that you're looking at now that you've looked at a fair bit at the scars and a fair bit at the things on the wall, they don't match up, but they are awfully, whatever did it is the same thing. So whatever scratched up the kobold also scratched up the room. Which makes you believe that the room might have been the area that the kobold actually died at.
This seems to imply that what got in killed him, which begs the question: is what got in one of the guests or something else?
There might be something else posing as a guest.
Yeah, that's... yeah.
What is it?
Well, the floor below us...
I'm sorry, Cupcake barked with the ball in her mouth.
Baby.
Aw.
The floor below us was all doppelgangers.
Would the doppelganger be able to do whatever that portal thing was?
Elliot, go ahead and make an Arcana check for me. Because I don't think Avila would have studied this particular.
No.
So, Elliot, you know from your studies, doppelgangers, they generally strangle people to death.
But okay, I know. I suppose this isn't quite their MO.
He was strangled to death.
No, there were handprints
Puncture
on
mark.
his neck.
Yeah, there was a
But-
puncture mark.
They like to strangle. Like to might not be the best word, but that is their method.
So it's unlikely that they were the one that created the portal and got in.
They wouldn't have done the mess in the room, though. There were also handprints on his neck, which could have been strangulation, or could have been rough checking of pulse. I feel like that was the other potential option of why they were there. I think we should probably return to the others, at least so they don't worry. Can discuss what we've deducted.
All right, swapping back. Fayette, Jinx, Kestra,
Mhm.
I believe you guys were all about to investigate Ron.
Yep.
On.
Go ahead, ask your questions. She seems to be not hesitant. She looks frustrated and impatient.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Can you please give us your account of where you were from right before dinner until everyone gathered when the body was found?
Well, let's think. I was at dinner. Right before dinner, I was helping prepare with Butler. He doesn't talk much. And then I helped serve because I was the one that hunted the boar that we got. And so prepared it, served it. Everybody was in the dining room. Well, I say everyone. I think everybody was there. I was in and out of the dining room trying to make sure everybody had everything. Wasn't that Butler was bad at serving? He's one kobold and can't carry a whole lot.
Was there anyone that seemed not to be there particularly, or did you just not notice?
I mean, I didn't really care all that much. Don't really know these people. I mean, I know them, but not how. Or rather, not well. And she holds up a notebook. I've got, their information and everything. Just I don't know what it all means.
Did we talk about that before?
Yeah, she was the one that told everybody who who they were and why they were there.
I see.
The only person she wasn't able to point out was Willow, which she knew she was going to be there, and just not necessarily like how they were involved or anything like that, because I mean, it was Willow. Willow doesn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
After dinner, I stayed to clean up. Top stayed with me for a little while, helping me clean up. Asked me a few questions
What
about
about
what I did and everything. I'm just a witness, I just sign off on stuff.
Notary, you said, correct?
Yep.
Can I see your stamp?
It's back in my trunk.
We can get it later.
All right. And then at that point, I headed up the stairs to my room after I was done cleaning. That was pretty much it.
And then there was the body being discovered.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that was obvious.
That's showing there's no gaps in your story.
I'm sorry, quick question, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Who did Rappart say they had the conversation with Fireworks about?
Top.
It was Top? Okay.
Right.
And is Top the Gold Dragonborn?
Yep.
Mhm.
Top racks.
Okay. That's not... Wait. Okay. The performer, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Talked about fire explosives with Rappart.
Okay, so it sounds like they have an alibi for most of it, except right before the body was found?
Yep. Well, it sounds like they have an alibi up until Top left.
Yeah.
Because Top Racks had mentioned she left first before they had left, or before Ron had left.
But Ron was alone in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
With a butter knife.
How long have you been here?
4 days.
Can I insight?
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
I'm an idiot.
So it looks
Let's
like
see.
she's
Yeah.
No.
Team strong but stupid.
so. Seems like that Ron seems to be like not exactly hiding anything. The answer was kind of quick, but there's no reason to believe that they aren't. They haven't given anything that would be like they haven't, they don't have a shifty look to them or anything. Looks Like she's, again, still impatient.
Is there any reason why anyone would think that you have been here for longer than that?
I'm a punctual person.
Congratulations.
I mean, I live a bit of ways, but that's why I decided to start out early.
Right.
All right. And at that point, Jinx, do you have anything you want to ask, say, or do?
Would I have been in earshot or see this with Ron?
You can be.
So last thing I was doing, I was at the other door looking through it. So
Yeah, no, you can.
okay. I would be talking to Willow and Sylvan still and asking her, so what do you think of Ron? I don't say the name. That one over there. She was looking for you when we came into this mansion. Is there any reason why we don't? She seems off to me.
Well, I know she was looking for me. She saw me once early on when she first got here. So I decided to hide.
But why?
Thought it was funny.
And she's been here for 4 days?
4? Who said that?
Well, she did.
Been here for like a week.
I telepathically mentioned to Fiat and Kestra that, according to Willow, Ron's been here for about a week. Who has purposely hid from Ron because she thought it was funny.
You said you've been here 4 days?
Yep. Oh, wait, hold on. Yep.
Was anyone else here when you arrived?
Butler was here.
Nobody else.
I don't think so. I was trying to find the fairy that was mentioned.
But you never did.
Mm-mm.
It's very interesting. Her account differs from yours.
Well, I don't know what to say.
How long ago did you get here?
Like I said, 4 days.
Can I insight that?
Go ahead. Oh, she is 100% lying, and she looks like she's panicking, but not necessarily, like, nervous panic. More like defensive stance. Defensive stance, panic. Like she's gearing up for a fight.
Table.
I mentioned again telepathically that she's lying and that she seems a little tense now.
I would like to telepathically reply.
Mm-hmm.
if the fairy was watching her while she was here those days, can you get the fairy to mention anything to try to possibly frighten her into revealing why she's lying about this? Does that make sense?
I was trying to.
You're trying to trick her into revealing.
Kind of like spook her with, "Oh, I was
By the
being
way,
watched
yeah.
the whole time." Yeah.
Back to Willow and Sylvan. What was that one doing in those days that she claims to not be here?
Scratches. She like kind of scratches her head a little bit. Not really sure. She was in and out of everybody's rooms all the time. Butler did give her a room, but you know what? There was one thing that was weird. Butler gave everybody a room, and Butler tells me, about things when I see him. And he told me there were guests coming. He never mentioned one that was already here.
Telepathically say we might have found the guest that's not supposed to be. Never said. The fairy said that. Well, you heard. So I'll just relay what Chris said.
Yeah, you say everything?
Yeah, pretty much.
Fayette looks to Ron again and says, "Perhaps you came early to check out everyone's rooms. It seems you were in them quite a lot."
She hisses low, like as if she's tisking, and then mumbles, "Damn fairy. Fine. I was looking for the will."
How come?
I wanted to review it before it was signed.
Why is that?
Because, well, Jostrath, he owes a lot of money to a lot of people, and I wanted to be sure I was signing something that was legit.
Can I roll insight on that?
Yeah, go ahead. So
the 18 here.
there's two things that sound suspicious. Or rather, there's one thing. The thing that you're looking at that you're like examining about the will and everything, she doesn't seem to be giving anything away. However, there's something there was a clear lie there. Willow said that the woman was looking for her.
We thought so.
or at least thought so. But the half orc seems to say, you know, I was looking for the will.
So one of them was lying.
Maybe not even purposely.
Yeah. Oh, clearly. She saw me and just is looking for me, but actually I didn't see her, just looking for the wheel smell. Yeah. Okay. But you wanted extra time to look over the contract before you signed it.
Precisely.
Why wouldn't you have the time to read it before you signed it?
Because I wanted to talk to Jostreth when he got here.
That doesn't answer the question.
Well, about it, if there was something wrong. I didn't want to raise a problem when we were signing it. Especially if
Oh.
corrections needed to be made.
Why
So
not?
I mean, do you get how it would look if the debt collector wanted to? It was not written out for the debt collector that his dues were paid. Or
I suppose I do not understand why you would not have had time to review it before you signed it and then inform them.
part of your job, isn't it?
And you say you're doing this out of goodwill, but you came here early, lied, and then snooped around looking for the will.
he tisks again. You're all so damn smart.
No, you're just a bad liar. Now, why are you?
I suppose I have no choice now. And that's about the time Elliot and Avila walk through the door.
Hey guys.
And at the same time, Fayette,
Mhm.
you're watching Ron. And Ron's jaw seems to stretch.
Pull up my axe.
And the teeth begin to lengthen.
I swing
The
my
hair-
axe.
The hair falls out, and go ahead and roll. $18 does hit. For 18 damage.
Woo!
And let me
Can I
get you
give
guys.
Oh wait, I have to say that before damage, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, I'm sorry. Never mind.
No, it's okay. Let me
Well-
go introduce the thing to you guys.
The thing.
As soon as it loads.
Move
sometime
here
this
to
year.
Door.
Yeah, go ahead and put you guys where you'd be. You wouldn't be over here. You couldn't be over here.
Oh. Right.
Okay, I'll refresh then, because fuck me, right?
Of course.
Don't expect this combat to take too long.
We just got smoosh.
I mean, you might.
Now we all wiped this.
As of right now, I'm going to leave it like all the roles hidden and stuff, because you guys haven't named it yet.
Long mouth.
On the account that no one knows what this thing is. I will now put it into put it onto on screen.
I don't like that.
That can die.
We're gonna put it right here.
How about a no? I
I name
don't-
it the Nopicus.
Yeah, can we get Mr. Smiles to fucking leave?
God, Mr. Smiles.
So yeah, the teeth begin to lengthen, and you hit it with your axe, and blood begins to spray, but it doesn't stop changing as the clothes fall away and the other people start screaming. Its hands become these long, almost clawed pokers, and the teeth that you were seeing are slowly hidden behind this skin that comes down, and there's it begins to sew itself shut.
So bad. Can I
And-
yell at the guys to go to the next room and barricade themselves?
Yes, you can. And let's all roll some initiative. Again.
Do you need to clear it?
Clear the order.
No. Go ahead. If you just re-roll, it'll take the new one.
I want my old one.
Nope.
Elliot, but faster.
Pretty sure I have it. Yes, I do. All right. Avila, you walk around and walk in through the door to see that thing.
Yep.
Carrying pizza.
The fuck is that? I shoot it. Sneak attack. Fuck it. Sharpshooter.
Go for it.
It's a 7.
No. Unfortunately.
I don't have advantage for any reason, right?
I mean, you can use your bonus action to give yourself advantage, but it won't hit anyways.
I forget. Do I only get one shot because I don't have crossbow expert?
Yeah.
Cool. That is my turn.
I don't think rogues get 2 attacks, do they?
No, they don't, but
Crossbow.
they can bonus action if they have a hand crossbow, they can bonus action take another shot with crossbow expert.
Yeah.
All right, Jinx. I assume that's it, Avila.
Yeah, I have nothing else.
All right, Jinx. It is now your turn. Yeah, when you guys name this thing, I will let you guys, see its roles.
I like Mr. Smiles.
I think it's a Jessica.
I changed my voice to Jessica.
Yeah, could be a Jessica.
Fucking Jessica.
Fucking Jessica.
I realized I was muted. I'm gonna take a few steps back because fuck that. Because I feel like that's what Jinx would do. Like,
Yeah. No. That's perfectly good move. I was laughing because of the fuck that.
And
I think that's the collective party mood. Fuck that.
and I'm going to send Eldritch Blast into it.
Mm-hmm.
So last time we did this, you said I needed like a staff or something. Can I use the daggers that I got from the Durst?
Yeah. You can. Yeah, I mean, you don't. I was wondering how you do it. Do you do it from your staff? You don't actually need it. I think it's verbal and somatic for Eldritch Blast. I was just wondering, do you do it from your staff? Do you just hold that a hand? How do you do that?
All right, y'all look over to Jinx and she starts to Ka Meng.
How many Rainbow Blast?
I take out one of the nails and I just, with both hands, point it towards Jessica. And does that hit?
Yes, it does.
And it's 2 blasts?
Yes, you do. And you don't seem to have. Do you have Agonizing Blast? I assume you do.
I do. Yes.
All right, so that's another 5 damage.
I thought it was already. Okay, that's not set up.
I'll fix that for you right now. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And then.
Go ahead and do it again. Oh goodness.
Googly moogly.
What does that mean for a crit on?
Hold on 1 second before you roll it. I know your sheet's doing weird things right now. Don't worry about it.
It's cool.
Add ability. There we go. All right, now go ahead and hit the Eldritch Blast button to do the damage. All right, so 15 and 15, 30 damage. So at the same time as I'm sorry, Avila shooting, you fired 2 as well, and this thing seems to just like twitch, dodge out of Avila's arrow path, but as it twitches to the side, you have full view of its body and just pow pow right into its back. 2 rainbow blasts. Anything else?
Can I talk to Willow?
Yeah.
And Sullivan still like, what is that?
I don't know.
Good conversation.
Chimes, bells.
I mean, it's valid. I don't think a lot of people know what the shit this is.
Jessica.
It's a Jessica, obviously.
And
Just Jessica.
can I command Nightwind to do things too?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll Nightwind's initiative. You got make sure you select Nightwind first on the map, and to roll his initiative. There's a button in the top right corner that's initiative, or you can just click his red name in the NPC. There you go. So that's when he'll go.
Okay.
All right, and that is all. Kestra.
All right. It's time to whack.
You whack.
Overhand swing. Whoa.
That is a successful whack. The whackening
Bonk.
commences.
And then I bonk again. I
That is
miss.
not a
Bonk.
successful bonkening.
I will kick. Flurry. Miss. Kick. And for my open hand thing doodle, I can try to knock it prone. So that is my
I
DC.
apologize. I wasn't supposed to touch any of that.
It's 14.
What is the DC?
14.
I mean, what is the
Not prone.
So strength?
Yeah. Sorry.
It fails and goes prone.
Do the thinking at it. And then I have my turn.
Oh, jeez. Sorry.
Bless you.
You're my prone boy.
Thank
Oh, jeez. Okay, so who is up next?
Elliot.
Elliot. What you gonna
this
do
will
to
be
this
just-
boy, girl, thing?
That's what
Oh, I'm not gonna do anything to Jessica. I'm gonna cast haste on Fayette.
Oh no.
Yes.
That'll be
Oh,
my
no.
turn.
Smash Bros.
Release the Fayette.
Unicorn. I assume that's it, Elliot.
Yes.
Unicorn.
The
Nightwind, do your thing.
is just gonna get closer. Probably enough. Just get closer to them. That's it.
All right. Aurelian.
He Aurelian. He
All right.
high.
This thing. So it gets up. And it seems to do something odd. It does an odd behavior for a second. It begins sniffing. And Kestra, you're noticing that it doesn't have eyes. It seems to see just like you do.
I like that.
It looks over at you, and then its head whips over at Fayette, and it lunges for Fayette.
Soon gets up.
And 1. Does a 26 hit? I assume so.
Yes.
You take 9 slashing and 2 necrotic. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
You take another 7 damage and 3 necrotic. Remember, you're resistant to necrotic if you don't.
I did forget. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What was the damage on the second?
7 slashing, 3 necrotic.
Okay.
And oh, I'm so sorry. 21 hits. 10
Actually, that
slashing.
one misses.
Wait, 21
No,
hit misses.
I messed
Oh,
it.
okay. Oh, I was getting ready to say, what the fuck?
Is your
shield,
AC
yeah.
18 with
It's a 19 with shield or with the haste.
okay. Wasn't
So
sure.
10 slashing, 1 necrotic. So, yeah. And then, as it's like on top of you, Fayette, and you're trying to like push it off of you, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Do I have my aura yet?
You should.
It's level 7.
Is it level 6 or 7?
I think it's 6 for protection, actually.
I got protection, yeah.
You get your special one next
Yeah, the
level.
special ones. So.
So yeah, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Sorry, I was trying to set up the global modifier thing.
Okay, so the DC was 15, unfortunately.
Wait. It didn't actually add it. I should have a +2 to that.
Oh. Well then, never mind. So
Boy.
as it was on top of you, it like its face gets close to yours, and the stitching on it begins to break, and it begins to open its maw,
Ah!
and you feel like your life force, or maybe not life force is the right word. It feels like the energy that you use to cast your smites and use your spells being drained from you, but you're able to resist it because there is something else that is far hungrier than it in your hands. And you've had way too much training with this particular weapon in your hands, and you're able to throw it off. And this thing hisses at you with its maw now open.
Back together again.
Fayette, it is now your turn.
All right. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna whack a boy.
Remember, you have haste, so you can do 3 attacks instead of 2, or you could do disengage or dash.
No, I think we know I'm just whacking.
What? No, you could disengage.
I'm a whacking.
Whack.
Okay.
That
For some reason, it put my aura on that, so it's just a 20. I'm sorry.
that's fine. That does hit.
I'm gonna smite that.
Go ahead.
It just means you're using the wrong modifier field.
Hey, it wanted your energy. Give it to it.
Ooh, nice.
I still need the. How do you want to do it?
Yeah. Can my axe eat him?
Oh,
What?
your. So first of all, let me go check the hit dice for it real quick. It is a D8. So go ahead and roll a D8 for yourself, and that's how much you get back.
Options.
That's just health, right?
Mm-hmm. So you throw this thing off of you, and it hisses at you, but its jaw is open as if for a yell, and your eyes glower as you feel like the axe suddenly, as it almost sense this creature and what you're about to do, and urges you forward. You bring your axe up, and in a two-handed blow, bring it down, and it severs this thing into down from stem to stern. And as it comes down, you'd think there'd be a blood spray, but the blood, when it comes out of the creature, just kind of sucks itself back into the axe.
And that really sucks.
So it is an incredibly clean kill. And combat is over. You have killed the thing.
Oh no, Jessica.
That is where
Fayette.
we are going to end session. And unfortunately for you guys, for all of you guys, we still haven't found the killer.
Are you sure about that?
I mean,
Oh.
we found a killer.
Mhm.
We found what snuck in.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Someone write that our next thing should be to call Max.
Right, so we're just gonna write it on the map, right?
So, how'd you guys like session?
It was fun.
Oh my god, that was the worst day I've ever made.
Yeah, good.
I cannot read that. That's really bad.
Guys, you guys are almost done. I think it's time to do the grand call for, well, who did it?
Done it all, done it.
How to phrase this? Noah.
Yeah.
You're wonderful, and I love your character very, very much. But I don't think her and Fayette are the best people questioning.
I think we did okay, honestly.
You guys did.
We
You
just
guys
felt
did
bad.
fine.
Possible.
I think you
I-
guys could have done better with rap art, honestly.
It might be that I have no idea what's going on, and I'm faking it.
I will say backing Ron into the corner was the way to go.
Yeah.
That was the only way you guys were gonna find out that one.
Did Ron
mean-
have a notary?
Ron does not have a notary.
Jessica, you lied.
This is fucking inexcusable.
No, you can lie to my face, but not about notarizing things.
She did
That's
not have a
legal.
notary.
What was she planning to do? Like, when we're like, okay, we're gonna check your room for the notary. Like, what was
Kill
she
all of
Probably
you?
attack us then.
saying?
Not that we. Well, I mean, he probably wouldn't have been did that as well.
I mean, it was gonna be surprise. And as you saw, the thing did do a considerable amount of damage.
We didn't see that, but we did hear about it.
No, Fayette.
Fayette saw that.
You can clearly see the damage it did to Fayette.
If we were
I was
separated,
making a joke.
if we were separated, that could have very quickly turned south.
I was hoping one of you would have been like, "Okay, Ron, let's go investigate." You know,
Ron devours
I
us.
go with fucking Ron.
and do you guys understand why she was after why she jumped at Fayette?
No.
She was attracted to magic.
It's the
Magic muncher.
I see.
She
I mean, that
wanted
explains why it
Fayette,
came into the tower.
and
if it
it
is
also
thing.
explains why it was after the fairy.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Delicious,
Had to get
scrumptious
through
snack.
Fayette to get to the other magic casters, and Kestra doesn't have any
Mm-hmm.
What?
of the tasty variety.
Is that the only reason why Ron was here was just to get a snack?
I mean, could be.
Yeah.
Dunno. Killed her.
I mean, a snack is a valid reason to break into someone's house, right?
No, I mean, here's my thing. This seemed like a very intelligent creature. So, while it is possible that they only came in to eat, it wouldn't surprise me if there was more.
We don't know. We
We don't
killed
really know
it.
what this thing is
We-
proper, so
Could I make a roll for that?
You can make an
That's-
Arcana check.
Okay.
It's gonna be
been-
hard.
it's been thoroughly dissected.
You're okay. The big thing about it is if you remember the last session, Max noted that the thing does not interact with the weave.
Right.
That's what's throwing you off on like all of your expectations for this thing.
Right, because that's what I wanted to talk about. Fucking bitch boy McGee, and then he decided to go kill Aster and fuck off, so I couldn't RP with him like I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm upsetty.
Hey, you guys are going to see him. You can ask him when you get there.
Hey, bitch, what the fuck is this non-weave nonsense?
So yeah,
I believe it's not.
you would swear it was like okay. Also, now that you guys have a understanding of what the creature is, or what at least what it looks like, claws puncture wound. It looks like it probably, based on the picture and everything, it probably drank things blood.
It's the lack of blood.
Except there hasn't been a lack of blood.
No, there was. Just
There was a lack of blood where the corpse was found, not in the room.
no. Yeah. It's almost as if it tried to like dump its snack somewhere where everybody could find it and be like, I have no idea where it was.
And we found our killer, Smile.
We killed it to let it snack.
But it did drink the blood.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not here's the big thing. Unfortunately, Aster isn't here, which is who I was like. I didn't change anything because of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't have a big medicine checker.
Nope.
So you guys don't know what actually killed this kobold. But for now,
We'll
I hope
figure.
you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
Great job, Chris. You put a ton of effort into this, and it really shows.
Yeah.
I will say, there was one thing I had to rewrite quickly, but I do like that you guys thought of it, which was the mirror thing.
But what the fuck was the clue on the other floor if it wasn't the mirror shit?
Doppelganger.
I mentioned that too.
You didn't
But,
do
You
it.
did mention it.
Yeah.
You did.
But like the maze being mirrored and all that shit, and then having two
Mhm.
entrances that look the exact same, I'm like, okay, this is like the mirror.
Yeah. When you said that at the very beginning, I was like, oh shit, that's cool.
Oops, Pikachu.
Oh, that would have been smart. Oh, damn.
That was like
Ah,
immediately,
shit.
I was like, that's a clue. Everything's mirrored, and I promptly forgot about it.
Ah shit, that's cool. I'm gonna rewrite some shit, put some clues on the other side. That sounds awesome. What I was gonna do was like, if you guys saw, her in the mirror world, like you could see what she looked like, what she actually looked like.
Wasn't she in the room?
Yeah, she was, wasn't she?
No, but like if you saw her through a mirror.
Oh, through a
Oh.
mirror. Not in the mirror world.
I mean,
Yeah.
I had that
No.
thought
I
when
mean,
we were
from
there.
the
I was
mirror
like, we
side.
should look. When we were there, when me and Elliot were there, I was like, we should like look in mirrors and shit. But I was like, no,
Mhm.
it's dumb, so I didn't bring it up.
No, that's dumb.
That was something I was hoping you guys would, because that was a part of the incorporation from the previous floor.
Mm-hmm.
Was like there was something weird in the mirror. I was gonna have it happen in reverse.
yeah.
But, you know, that being said, you backed her into a corner, which was something I completely like wrote for, like even months in advance. Like if they back Ron into a corner, she's gonna eat him. Or try to. And I was hoping like one of the magic people were gonna back her into a corner in another room by herself.
Ah, yes, you were hoping for idiocy.
Yes. Always plan for idiocy.
Because if you don't,
never know when
it happens anyways.
Yeah. You don't. It's gonna happen. Like someone's gonna bring up something that's like completely and totally screws up everything. So either good or bad.
Or
So,
just rolls really high.
Or just rolls really high and sees a queen in the room then she's not supposed to.
Eh.
Fuck you. But yeah. I'm really excited for the next floor too.
Nice. I'm
Well,
having fun.
The floor after the next floor.
Oh,
God, are we gonna have to remember like every single floor and those like do all
No,
the
it
clues
won't be- it
tie
won't
in
be
together
that
into like this
extensive.
huge big? Okay, cool.
It won't be that extensive.
I mean, will
Generally,
there be
generally
duplicators
it
and
might
shit?
be a floor or two, but I won't make you guys look at the first floor for the last floor.
Okay.
Or
you're not,
rather,
you're not
it-
going
or-
full Danganronpa on this. Cool.
Yeah, no. God, no.
Because I would cry.
I hated it in the first one, the second one, and the third one. Okay.
I like the third one. haven't
No, I
finished
mean
it
I
yet.
hated the backtrack.
Oh yeah. No, there's
'Cause in the
definitely a lot of backtrack.
In the third game's backtrack,
Hmm.
like they talk about things that we could never have like.
No. There's always stuff in the trials that is brought up that you would have never have known otherwise.
Yeah, like
Which
there's
is
nothing.
why I liked the game.
Yeah, like it's a good tactic, but
Mhm.
like I wish there were clues in the first trial for the last trial. But it's more like new evidence is brought up in the last trial
Yeah.
that has to do with the first trial.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
is why I like the clue method a little bit better. The whodunit. Back him into the corner. But I suppose in
You
this
like
particular Huh?
So I was gonna say you like more Agatha Christie than
Mhm.
Conan Doyle.
Yeah. I suppose in this particular case, the Danganronpa method worked, where you guys like
Yeah.
kept tearing apart someone's lies.
Accusations.
I think that's more the Ace Attorney.
I suppose, yeah.
Of fucking Jackson. Alright.
And VOD now.
All right.